Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Christine. I make cooking and gardening videos. Today it's time to harvest the sweet potatoes. It's October 2nd. I'm not feeling good about this. There's a couple reasons why, but I'm not a sweet potato aficionado, so I'm not really sure, but I don't really have hopes for this harvest. I just don't see any signs of sweet potatoes. And one other thing, which I'll show you in a second, but I want to take you along on this journey anyways, because I started with you guys from the very beginning when I started my sweet potato slips way back when. I have a video on that. I will link my gardening playlist down below, or the video and videos pertaining to the sweet potato journey, so that you guys can see how we got to this point today. But I just want to give an honest assessment of what happened here. So if it's a flop, it's a flop, and I want to show you guys that. If you have seen any of my previous gardening videos, I have some great successes and I have some super big flops and failures, like this year's onions, and that just is the way it goes. And I just want to be honest about that and show you guys the realities of gardening, the disappointments and the great successes that you can have, and how it can differ greatly from season to season. So let's get started. So this probably looks a whole lot different from when we started way back when, but I planted around 5 sweet potato slips. I think only 4 took, and then I'm not even sure after that what survived. So this could just be 1 slip, or it could be 4. I really don't know. One of the reasons that I'm not confident about this is I don't see any signs of sweet potatoes, like any orange poking up from the ground or anything. But also, moreover, is earlier today I was just looking at this, and I can see all of these roots along this vine, and I think theoretically they were supposed to take root into the ground and then produce more sweet potato slips, and obviously that didn't happen, and I just have a whole lot of vines everywhere. So let's just see what we get, and if it's bad, it's bad, and if it's great, we'll just be pleasantly surprised. So let me start digging. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Not a good sign for starters. Also not a good sign. I'm just trying to get all the vines cleared out first, and then I'll do a little digging and see if we have anything. I'm going to start digging over here in this area. Sorry, this trellis is in the way a little bit, but not good. Not good. This is not going well. At this point, I still had a little glimmer of hope, and I thought maybe I just wasn't digging deep enough. So I got out my bigger shovel and really started to dig down, thinking maybe I just missed the really big sweet potatoes. But no, still nothing. I dug all over this area. I'm not even showing you all of the big digging that I did, just some of it. But I was just determined to find one large sweet potato, but sadly, there weren't any. And just real quick, this is the after of what the bed looks like from where I dug up the sweet potatoes, if that's what we're calling them. But this is what the bed looks like now. Got the soil tilled anyway. So here is the sweet potato harvest. A very sad state of affairs. I'm super disappointed, but this is the reality. Also, as I'm editing this video, I just want to throw this little bit in to say that this isn't that big of a deal to me. My camera's probably shaking because I'm just trying to hold it. But we need to put these kinds of things into perspective. It's just potatoes. It's not a big deal in the bigger picture of things. People are suffering in this country right now on many different levels and for different reasons, and the storm down south and our country and world. There's just a lot going on right now. This to me is not a big deal. I just want to stress that who cares about the potatoes ultimately. It was a fun experiment. I'm glad I tried. I'm glad I did it. There's always something to be learned from these kinds of failures. So I'll try again for the next growing season, and hopefully I'll do a better job at it next time. But we need to put these kinds of things in perspective, and I just want it to be known that I'm not that upset. I'm disappointed, but big picture, no big deal. That was just an epic fail and biggest disappointment in the garden to date. So if you have any advice for me or tips, thoughts on where I went wrong, please help me comment down below, because I really want to grow sweet potatoes. I'm thinking for the coming season that I will do like a 100-gallon grow bag and maybe just try that. Let me know what you think about that. I know it wasn't the sweet potato slips because I gave a bunch of them to my sister and hers did great. She has huge sweet potatoes peeking up out of the ground. So I know that they were good slips that I rooted out and everything. I don't think it was that. It was something here in the bed. Were they too crowded? I had tomatoes and peppers in here. And the cucumber trellis, was it just too much? I just thought I could go underground with a crop like that and be okay, but maybe it was just too much root competition. I'm not really sure. They got plenty of water, that's for sure. So comment down below, let me know what you think. And despite the failure, I want to thank you for hanging out with me and joining me in the garden today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Again, please help me, comment down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my cooking and gardening videos. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, even though it was a fail. Can't wait to see you next time.